a drone strike, retaliation, and everything in between. This is the Silver Reports Weekly Review, where we take a look at a few of the headlines that moved the markets during the week and all things investment related. On Monday, the market started the day down, but the three major indices were able to rally and close up on the day. The Dow closed up 68 points, the S&P closed up 11 points, and the Nasdaq closed up 50 points. Investors were initially scared of the geopolitical issues expected to follow the United States' deadly airstrike on an Iranian general, but investors didn't seem to be bothered about the potential of another war in the Middle East. In other news, Yum Brands, the owners of Taco Bell, KFC, and Pizza Hut, acquired the Habit Burger for $375 million. If you've never heard of the Habit Burger Grill, don't feel bad. Their website shows they have 286 locations worldwide. In comparison, McDonald's has over 37,000. On Tuesday, investor confidence pulled back, causing the Dow to close down 119 points, the S&P to close down 9 points, and the Nasdaq to close down 2 points. In news that moved the markets, Reuters reported that Impossible Foods, maker of the Impossible Burger, cut off talks with McDonald's. They stated they wouldn't be able to make enough product to satisfy the McDonald's demand. That doesn't come as a major surprise, as the rollout of the Impossible Whopper was an unforeseen success, causing Burger King to sell out in certain locations. Impossible also showcased its plant-based pork products at CES in Las Vegas. The news surrounding Impossible did spark investors to get into Beyond Meat, which closed up 12% on the day. Elon Musk was all smiles after delivering the first Chinese-made Model 3s to customers in China. Tesla's stock was up almost 4% on the day. On Wednesday, the market surprisingly closed up. The Dow closed up 161 points, the S&P closed up 15 points, and the Nasdaq closed up 60 points. On Tuesday night, we got the retaliation. There was news of an Iranian missile strike on a U.S. airbase in Iraq, and there were conflicting reports on if there were any casualties or not. Then on Wednesday morning, U.S. investors woke up to the news of a Boeing 737 crash. The plane was leaving Tehran, Iran for the Ukraine. There's speculation that it was shot down by Iran. There are also reports of an engine failure, and there was also news that Iran does not plan to release the black box. Muddled in the conflict between the U.S. and Iran is Boeing. While it wasn't a 3730 MAX plane that crashed in Iran, another accident was the last thing the company needed. Our condolences to the families of the passengers and crew on that plane. On Thursday, it appeared investors put all fears of a U.S.-Iran war behind them. The three major markets were up in Thursday's session. The Dow closed up 211 points, the S&P closed up 21 points, and the Nasdaq closed up 74 points. Big news on the day came after the markets closed. Urban Outfitters dropped 9% after the company released its holiday sales numbers. The company reported a 2.9% year-over-year increase, with a 3% increase in online sales. But shrinking margins in some brands and a 1% decrease in same-store sales caused the stock to fall. JCPenney and Macy's also reported a decrease in same-store sales. After all these years, retail CEOs either don't get it, don't want to get it, or just don't care. The solution to their valuation problems is to close stores and push everything online. Physical locations should be a place where customers can see what something looks like in person, or to pick up an online delivery. There's a part of Wall Street that still values physical store sales, and they keep running in circles. They issue reports that the turnaround is coming this quarter. The turnaround doesn't come, they sell the stock, but then they repeat, issuing another report that the next quarter is the turnaround quarter. The resurrection of the physical store isn't happening anytime soon. Retail CEOs should get out of the physical store business, close as many as you can, make the ones still standing showrooms and pickup centers, and watch customers buy more goods online and your stock prices increase. And that's my thoughts on the retail situation. On Friday, the markets closed down following a disappointing jobs number. The Dow closed down 133 points, the S&P 500 closed down 9 points, and the Nasdaq closed down 24 points. The U.S. created 145,000 jobs versus the 165,000 that was expected. Even with the bad day on Friday, the Dow, S&P, and Nasdaq all closed up on the week. In other news, Casper, the mattress company, filed its paperwork for an IPO. The company's last valuation was over $1 billion. It will be interesting to see how this plays out. The unicorn IPO market has been quiet since the WeWork debacle. In crypto news, Elon Musk moved the needle a bit with his tweet that Bitcoin is not his safe word. The tweet got a lot of attention and seemed to cause a rally in the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin ends our week trading over the $8,000 level. Ethereum finished the week trading at $143.25, Litecoin finished the week trading at $48.74, and Ripple closed out our week at 20 cents. Crude oil closed the week out at $59.19 per barrel, down 6% from last week, our first down week in oil in a few weeks. Our big winner for the week was Origin Argitech Limited, SEED ticker symbol. The stock jumped 87% this week off of no news, or no recent news. The stock trades a few thousand shares a day, but traded 500,000 shares on Thursday and 1 million shares on Friday. The next earnings date isn't until February 11th, so this could be insiders buying because they know something. A big loser for the week was Tenneco, TEN, which dropped 24% on the week after losing one of its co-CEOs. If you're ready to get serious about investing and creating wealth for yourself, check out our latest quarterly newsletter, The Silver Report, serious investment ideas presented in a way that experienced and novice investors can understand. If you're ready to master the markets, check out our newsletter at SevilleReport.com. Thanks again for checking out the Silver Report's market review. This channel is dedicated to anyone who wants to start investing but doesn't know how or where to start. If you have any questions, ask in the comments section, like and subscribe, and may your next investment be your best investment. See you next week.